Separation from main transport complete. Construct. Automate. Explore and exploit. Beginning aero assist. Landing phase begun. Activating retropropulsion. Touchdown.
You just watched the beginning of the game Satisfactory, and it's kind of amazing, but it can be kind of complex too. More specifically, how we can just take all of this and somehow turn it into this, but I'm going to show you how to do that.
Touchdown. Planetfall complete.
The first step in Satisfactory is harvesting the materials of the launch pod, finding some iron, mining it, and building the hub.
Oh.
Now this is the first piece of genius game design here, because while we build the hub, something that will be used throughout the series, we're actively going through a tutorial without realizing it. The first step of the tutorial is just to, mine some iron and then craft some iron into different materials, which if you look at it here, it's pretty slow.
Equipment like the portable miner can now be made in the workshop.
I believe another core part of the game design to just be how it makes you go through this slow and steady process, just so you can experience the automation later on in the
Next
game.
objective, complete hub upgrade 2.
Immediately upon completing the first upgrade, we unlock the portable miner, which is our first step to the automation process, and it's massive. The first thing we need to do is make an equipment workshop, and when we have the equipment workshop, we would just need to use 4 iron rods and 2 iron plates to make a portable miner. And right here you can see my reaction to the speed of this thing.
Yo, dude, 40 iron per minute. That's really good, I feel like.
And that's very wrong. With our new steady flow of iron, we can complete hub upgrade 2, unlocking many things such as the biomass burner, which is basically just a generator, allowing power and smelters to be used, meaning we can automatically smelt our iron into iron ingots. With our newfound power source, we now need copper for the wire and cable. While it wasn't too far, this would not be the only thing we would have to go and find throughout the playthrough. Shortly after setting up a furnace, I completed hub upgrade 3, and that unlocked constructors, but I wouldn't use that till later, so I'm just going to save that for now. However, hub upgrade 3 did unlock something called concrete, which we all know what concrete is, but concrete is crafted from limestone, which would be another resource which I would have to start getting. Thankfully, it was incredibly close. And now we've completed hub upgrade 4, which there's only 5 hub upgrades, and this is probably the most important one. Hub upgrade 4 unlocks the Mark I miner, which is a lot bigger of a miner than the portable miner. It also unlocks one of the most important things in the game, conveyor belts, allowing us to do so much. The first thing I did immediately with the conveyor belts was just a little system that transported the iron from the Mark I miner straight to the furnace so it could be automatically smelted. And this was the start of something special.
Hub upgrade 6, landing platform hydraulics completed. Freighter landing initialized. Congratulations, you have completed onboarding and achieved the absolute minimum skill level required of a Fix-It pioneer. Fix-It looks forward to your future achievements, because a future with Fix-It is a future with you. Tier 1 and 2 milestones are now available in the hub, and biomass burners can now be built individually. Your first official objective is to initiate project assembly by building the space elevator. This objective will take a significant amount of resources, so Fix-It recommends getting to work.
And now, after finally completing the tutorial of the game, we're introduced to the space elevator, which is a big task, and it's what we're going to be completing today. After looking once at the insane resources we need for the space elevator, I decided to do some different tasks first. Notably, I wanted to set up storage for all my resources so I can easily complete the field research upgrade, which would allow me to get a map. The first step to storing all my resources was setting up a miner over at the copper node. I would then sort this miner straight into a furnace and then a storage unit. Dude. And it's moving too, it's orbiting. It's actually orbiting. That's sick. Wait, where's Saturn? Bro! Where's Saturn at? Isn't there Saturn somewhere? That's actually awesome. You can visually see it orbiting.
And then there's just a galaxy right there. This game is so peak, bro. I actually love this game. After doing that, I had the resources to complete the first field research upgrade, and I ended the first day of playing Satisfactory. And I really like this game. It's time for day 2.
Milestone reached. Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources to research and develop new technologies.
Space elevator. That is a lot of everything. Before we do that, that's gonna require just a lot. I wanna automate my copper more before we do that. You see, here I fell into a trap laid by the devs of Satisfactory. I wanted to automate my copper more before I made the space elevator because it requires a ton of materials. And I would then spend over an hour rebuilding my entire factory to make it more efficient. I would start this process by rebuilding another miner and then using a merger to move both of the miners into one conveyor belt leading into my smelter. I would then split the conveyor belt into 2 furnaces, and I would move one of them into storage and the other one would go to other resources. The next thing I would do would be to remove the storage unit down by the copper and use the conveyor lift and very long conveyor belts to transport the copper all the way over to my base. I would then split the copper into 2 conveyor belts and have one go into storage and the other one go to other resources. What I mean by other resources for the iron and copper would be to use constructors, which basically makes the iron ingots into whatever I want them to be. So I could then transport raw iron straight from my miners into my furnaces to make them into iron ingots, and then put them into constructors to make them from iron ingots into iron rods, and then store those iron rods in storage units. I would repeat the process of mining, smelting, and constructing, and then putting all my resources into storage units for all of the resources including copper, iron, and limestone. And this would just take over an hour. And factory is at full proportions now. Fully working. It... Oh yeah, and we have the storage area where we have the iron ingots, farming them, copper ingots, farming them, wire, farming it, plates, rods, concrete, and limestone. I would also then complete the base building upgrade, and I would have to upgrade my biomass burners from there because this huge factory takes up a lot of fuel. That gives you so much! Okay, now everyone gets 50-41 on 50-41 on 50-41 whoops on and that'll turn all out on, and then I just got to go down here to copper area. And give this 91 on. And now all my copper, limestone, and iron are all grinding away. And then now I gotta start building that space elevator. 2.6 per minute, 2.6 per minute, 4 per minute. Yeah, so if it's let's round down to 2 per minute. It'll now run for 44 minutes, which will give us everything we need. And then we'll build a space elevator here, and I don't even know. I might obstruct this guy. Wow. And I've still barely explored this place. There's like, I could go all the way over there. Like, this is what I know so far. I've done nothing. Basically. I can craft the rest of the materials because I have so much limestone, a lot of iron ingots, a lot of copper ingots. I can do it. So finally, after hours and lots of crafting, I was finally able to build the space elevator. And you can just look at the animation for this thing. Right there. Holy moly. I didn't trap myself, right? Holy. I'm gonna move out of the way. And it built that up there. Oh yeah.
Project assembly initialized. Congratulations, Pioneer. The space elevator will now automatically connect with the Project Assembly orbital platform. Project assembly is divided into phases, each of which require the delivery of project parts, such as smart plating, via the space elevator. Subsequent phases unlock access to new tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate, explore and exploit. It is time to be honest. This project is part of the Save the Day program, the largest united undertaking in human history, destined to save us all. Earth is in peril and only Fix-It pioneers offer hope for survival. Fix-It is counting on you. Humanity is counting on you. Do not let Fix-It down.
Oh, okay. Well, the space elevator looks awesome. And we have a bustling industrial age happening right here. The main thing is just have a great day and chase passion. See ya.